Molweni, Sanibonani, Tumela, Awasheni, hello, and welcome back to African Xhosa ASMR. And if you made it to today's video, I just want to say congratulations to you for making it this far, and welcome to paper 2 of African knowledge and wisdom. The rules are simple. You just sit back, relax, and hopefully you will enjoy watching today's video. You answer one question, you may go to sleep. Until then, you have to stay awake and listen to all the different questions up until you get one, just one correct. And then after getting that one, you're more than welcome to go to sleep. So, what are the questions exactly? I will be asking you different questions about the African continent, cultures, tradition, customs, languages, food, everything based on what I've been teaching you in my videos. I've been dropping knowledge left, right, and center. But right now, the big question is, have you been catching it? We're about to find out. And here we go. So, get yourself ready. Just relax your body, empty your mind, dim the lighting on your phone, close your eyes, and just only use your imagination. And your time starts now. I have made a lot of videos teaching you about African traditional food. So the question is, what do you know about jollof rice? Jollof rice. What is jollof rice? Well, jollof rice is a popular West African dish, and it is made with rice, tomatoes, onion, spices. It is loved especially in Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal. If you got that very first question correct, you may go to sleep. Question number 2. Do you know what pap and sadza are made from? If you know pap, do you know what pap is? Do you know what sadza is? Perhaps you know what they're made from. I can give you a few extra points if you know the countries they're made from as well. Okay, pap is from South Africa. And then sadza is from Zimbabwe. When I say Zim, you say Zimbabwe. Zim. Okay. If you did do that, I might, just have some grace on you, and be lenient when I'm marking your paper. But they're both made from maize meal. and this is they form like a staple part of porridge, or it's a staple porridge eaten with vegetables or meat. That is pap or satsa. From South Africa or Zimbabwe. Question number 3. Do you know what biltong is? I've made a lot of videos talking about African foods and etc. I told you guys I love me some biltong. I even made a video where I was eating biltong, and in one of my other videos I even made myself eating biltong a thumbnail. What is biltong? Okay. Okay, I see. Well, biltong is dried meat from South Africa, similar to beef jerky, but with richer, spiced flavor. Biltong, so good. So good. Question number 4. Do you know what Bani Chow is? Okay. Bani Chow is a hollowed out loaf of bread filled with spicy curry. It's from South Africa. It's a South African street food. The next question is, do you know how many languages are there in Africa? There are over 2,000 languages in Africa, okay? Which is a lot. Do you know what the most spoken language in Africa is? Do you know it? Okay. Okay. The most widely spoken language in Africa is Swahili, and it is used by over 100 million people in East and Central Africa. And we have a lot of official languages in South Africa, and a lot of you guys ask me about Swahili and whatnot. Swahili is not an official language in South Africa, so just wanted to let you guys know that, because you've been requesting a Swahili video like forever, so I had to always tell you guys, I don't know Swahili, but I did make just one video about Swahili. And if you want to learn more about Swahili and the country of Kenya, I suggest you checking out African Whispers ASMR. He's good, but he hasn't been around for a while now. I hope he's okay. Okay. The next question is, do you know what language is spoken in Nigeria? What language is spoken in Nigeria? Nigeria has over 500 languages spoken, with English as an official language, and then Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa as major languages spoken in the country. The next question is, I should know this one. What does isiZulu mean? Do you know what it means? What does isiZulu mean? Do you know? Oh, okay. isiZulu is a language of Zulu people of South Africa and the language of, it says heaven or sky. In the language, it means heaven or sky. That's what Zulu means. It's a language and a culture in South Africa. If you got that correct, you may go to sleep. And then next question is, I have made a video or two translating your names to different African languages. I've translated your names to Xhosa, I've translated your names to Shona, I've translated your names to Sotho. I've done a lot of videos translating your names. And I also translated the name Amara. So the question is, what does Amara mean? What does Amara mean? Amara means grace or mercy and is used in several African languages. If you got that correct, you may go to sleep. And then the next name that I translated in one of my Xhosa videos is Sipho. I do want to say Qaqamba, but I know maybe you might not know that one. So let's just do a simple one. Shh, my stomach is growling. Sipho. What does Sipho mean? Okay. Sipho means gift in the Xhosa and Zulu language of South Africa. And then let's move on. The next one. I'm pretty sure you've seen The Lion King, right? And the star of The Lion King is Simba. Simba. What does Simba mean? Okay. Shh. Maslindi modu krite. Kanyang moye. Katung moye loko tayo modu ngatang moye. Simba means lion in the Swahili language. Lion, Simba. If you got that correct, you may go to sleep. The next question is, I did interesting facts about the African continent a lot of times, not once, not twice, but a gazillion times. So you tell me, what is the smallest country in the African continent? Do you know it? If you do, let me know. The smallest country in the African continent is the Seychelles. It is an island nation in the Indian Ocean. If you got that correct, you're more than welcome to go to sleep. You may go to sleep. The next question is, do you know what the longest river is in Africa? If you don't know this one, I'm low-key judging you. Okay. Well, the longest river in Africa is River Nile. River Nile. Okay. The Nile River is the longest river in Africa and the world. Do you know where the Nile River flows? So I can give you an extra point and you can be able to go to sleep after that. The Nile River does not flow on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but it rather flows on 11 countries. It's a very, very long river. These countries include Egypt, Sudan, and Uganda. If you got that correct, you can go to sleep. Well done, well done, well done. The next question is, do you know what the largest desert in Africa is? Okay. The largest desert in Africa is obviously the Sahara Desert. And it is also the largest hot desert in the world. Yeah. The next question, still about the Sahara. Do you know where exactly the Sahara Desert is located? Okay, let's see. The Sahara also crosses or covers 11 countries. Okay? And it stretches across North Africa. And we have a desert that is in South Africa. What is it? The Kalahari. So if you got that question correct, you can go to sleep. You're more than welcome to go to sleep. Okay. Do you know what the second largest desert in Africa is? Always hear about the Sahara, but you know the second largest? I mean, I already gave it away for free to you, so you should know. It is the Kalahari. The Kalahari covers 3 countries. Country number 1, Botswana. Country number 2, Namibia. Country number 3, South Africa. If you got that, you can go to sleep. The next question is, Do you know the largest, the highest mountain in Africa? What is it? Shh. Do you know it? The tallest mountain in Africa? Mount Kilimanjaro, and it's found in Tanzania. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Hey, Kilimanjaro. Hey, Kilimanjaro. Hey, Kilimanjaro. They even made songs about it. And it's a big deal to actually climb up to the highest peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. Like it's like a big deal. It's like going to space, basically. If you got that, you can go to sleep. The next question is, do you know what the capital city of Nigeria is? I made a video where I spoke about it, and it was like I was so embarrassed because in my life I thought the capital city of Nigeria was Lagos. The reason why is because we did this book in Xhosa about a man called Obi Okwongo, who would then even just walk around and would end up in the capital city of Nigeria, which is Lagos. It was like I could have sworn that book said the capital city of Nigeria is Lagos. But when I googled it, it was not. And then I googled the book, but the book still said it is. Well, that's because that's a very, very, very old book. It's the Macbeth, or like William Shakespeare books of Xhosa, of the Xhosa language, because in English we would do Macbeth, Othello, etc., in terms of William Shakespeare. So Nyana Wam, Obi Okongo was basically the Xhosa version of that. And it's an old book, but at the time, Lagos was still the capital city. But it no longer is by the time that book was published. And we're still learning about it. Even till this day, kids are learning about it, and they still think Lagos is the capital. If they are like me, they never bothered to look it up. They still think Lagos is. A lot of people still think that way. So let me know, what is the capital of Nigeria? Can I give you a hint? It starts with an A. Starts with an A. In 3, 2, 1. Abuja. Abuja. Abuja is the capital city of Nigeria. Now, what is the capital city of South Africa? That's a tricky question. I love how tricky it is, and if you get the trick, you're more than welcome to go to sleep. What's the capital city of South Africa? And no, it is not Johannesburg. My stomach is growling. It is not Johannesburg. So what is it? Let me know. Well, the trick is that South Africa does not have one, does not have two, but rather has 3 capital cities. The first one is in Cape Town. The second one is in Pretoria. And then the third one is in Bloemfontein. We go big in South Africa. We go big in terms of official languages. We go big in terms of cultures. We go big in terms of capital cities. as well. Okay, that is it about that. Yeah. So the next question is, what is the capital city of Kenya? You should know it. What is the capital city of Kenya? The capital city of Kenya is Nairobi. 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 If you got that correct, you may go to sleep. Why does it look like I have a bald spot? Why does it look like I have a bald spot? Anyway, the next question. Maybe I should just do it like this. I don't know. But the next question is, let's see. Do you know which African country has the pyramids? The pyramids. Do you know which African country has the pyramids? There are two countries actually. Country number one is Egypt, which is the one you probably thought of, but people always forget where everything originates from, and everything has like roots in terms of pyramids, and that is Sudan. Okay, they both have ancient pyramids. Do you know where Victoria Falls is located? Where is Victoria Falls located? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Victoria Falls is located in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. It says Victoria Falls. If you got that right, you can go to sleep. Another easy one. Do you know where Table Mountain is? Table Mountain. It's a table that's so flat such that it resembles. It's a mountain that's so flat such that it resembles a table. Do you know where it's located? Oh, by the way, Victoria Falls is both in Zimbabwe and Zambia. So, where's the Table Mountain, by the way? Okay. A table that's flat because it resembles a mountain. Not a table that's so flat because it resembles a mountain, but a mountain that is so flat that it resembles a table. It is in Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. And do you know what Lake Victoria is known for? Okay. It is the second largest freshwater lake in the world. Okay. Do you know where Lake Victoria is located? I would say in the border of Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. Lake Victoria. But Victoria Falls are the border between Zimbabwe and Zambia. The next question is, do you know where Mount Kenya is? You should know this one. I really want you to go to sleep and you should know it. Do you know? Mount Kenya is in central Kenya, obviously. If you got that correct, you can go to sleep. Do you know what Serengeti is famous for? I even made a video or two about this. It is famous for the annual wildlife migration. It's a migration of wildebeests and zebras. Wildebeests and zebras. That's what it is famous for. Next question. Do you know where Serengeti is located? It is located in Tanzania, near the Kenyan border. Tanzania, near the Kenyan border. If you got that one correct, you may go to sleep. Well done, well done, well done. The next question. Do you know where the Sahara meets the ocean? Do you know where the Sahara meets the ocean? It meets the Atlantic Ocean along the coast of Western Sahara and Mauritania. That is where they meet. The next question is, do you know what the most popular genre of music is in Africa? And if you can give me an answer as to where it originates from, I can also give you a few extra points. The most popular genre of music in Africa is Afrobeats. Afrobeats, and they originate from West Africa. Afrobeats from West Africa. The next question, if you got that correct, go to sleep. You can go to sleep. The next question, where exactly, in terms of countries, did Afrobeats start? Where did they start? They started in Nigeria and Ghana. Nigeria and Ghana. That's where they originate from. Okay. Do you even know what Afrobeats is? What is Afrobeats? Afrobeats blends traditional African rhythms with jazz, funk, and high life music. African rhythms with jazz, funk, and high life music. Do you know what high life music is? High life music is a genre from Ghana that combines African rhythms with there's a bird. This is called hey blenda because ndivintake mzayo apha out moyo mdaka back to the pits of hell. Guys. High life genre is from Ghana and it combines African rhythms with Western instruments. Now, do you know what amapiano is? Amapiano is a South African music genre that combines house, jazz, and piano melodies. If you got that correct, you can go to sleep. Do you know where amapiano originated from? Where did amapiano originate from? Amapiano originated in the townships of South Africa, particularly in Pretoria. The next question is, do you know what Kwaito music is? What is Kwaito music? I randomly deviated away from talking about whatever it is that I was talking about to tell you guys about the fact that I know a lot of Kwaito music because my uncle is a huge Kwaito fan, and he, with his first salary from his job, the first thing that he ever bought was a system with big speakers taller than us as kids. We had what we call hi-fi, and he would play music like nobody's business on that system, and that music was Kwaito Ngalagat. I even made a video about the life story of Zola Seven, who was a big Kwaito musician, as well as Mendoza Galagatu Zoitolagan Shelegonen. So, what is Kwaito? Kwaito is a South African house music that became popular in the 1990s. You got that correct? You may go to sleep. Do you know who Miriam Makeba was? I made a video about Mama Africa. A full video dedicated to her. Who was she? Tell me! Well, Miriam Makeba, also called Mama Africa, was a South African singer and civil rights activist. If you got that right, you can go to sleep. Wearing purple. Those who get it, get it. If not, just Google the color purple and South Africa. You're gonna get your answer. Today's video is not on that, but I can drop some knowledge in a different video to talk about that if needed. Anyway, the next question. Do you know what African dance is used for? Tell me. African dance is used for celebrations, storytelling, rituals, and communication. Do you know what Zulu traditional dance is called? Or perhaps Xhosa traditional dance? Let me know. I made a video teaching you about traditional dance, and it even has great visuals of beautiful, like great, talented dancers that are showing you the traditional dance as I'm also narrating everything in the background. What is the dance called in Zulu, and what is it called in Xhosa? Let me know. Okay. If you said it's called Ishlamu in Zulu, you can go to sleep. And if you said umxhenso in Xhosa, you can go to sleep. Ngoba kuyaxhentswa kaloku. The next question. Do you know what African masks are used for? African masks. The masks are used in rituals, dances, and ceremonies to connect with ancestors or spirits. If you got that correct, you can go to sleep. The next question is, do you know what Ndebele art is known for? I have a gorgeous Ndebele dress that I wear in some of my videos. I even did a fashion show for you guys wearing the Ndebele dress. I explained everything about the Ndebele culture and how it's one of my absolute favorite cultures in South Africa because it's so rich, beautiful, intricate. Absolutely love it. So, what is it known for? Ndebele art is famous. Ndebele art is famous for its brightly painted geometric house designs. Ndebele ave ndiyithanda iculture yakhona. Next question. Do you know what African textiles are made from? I did make a video about African textiles. Now tell me. They are made from cotton, silk, raffia, bark, cloth, often hand woven and dyed naturally. So they are made from cotton, silk, raffia, and bark cloth. Next question is, do you know what kente cloth represents? From my most recent video about African fashion and meaning of traditional clothes, I spoke about kente cloth and where it is from. Now, what does it represent? Also spoke about that in the video. Now let me know. Well, kente cloth is from Ghana, obviously, and it represents heritage, pride, and royalty in the Ghanaian culture. And that is kente. Kente. If you got that correct, you're more than welcome to go to sleep. And then the next question is, do you know? I don't think I taught you guys this one. It's gonna come in the next video. I think I should do the last question for today's video. Do you know what African body painting means? What does African body painting mean? Okay. I see. African body painting symbolizes beauty, identity, and spiritual protection in various African traditions. And those were the questions on the part 2 of asking you 200 questions about the African continent in order to help you relax and go to sleep if or when you answer at least just a single question correct. I hope you did manage to answer a question and you're fast asleep by now. If not, oh well, maybe next time. There's always a next time, and right about now, personally, I am sleepy as hell, and I want to go to sleep so bad. So, let me go to sleep. I will catch you on the next one. But it feels like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what, but it feels like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I forgot word of the day. Word of the day. How could I forget that? I can't forget word of the day. Let's do word of the day. Let's see. Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Second Timothy 1 verse 7. Let's see what it says. And that is our word of the day today. We're going to get our scripture from the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. And it reads, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." Other versions said, "For God has not given us a spirit of cowardice, but of power and of love and of self-control. This is one of my favorite Bible verses, and there is a phrase, like the shortest phrase that is always repeated in the Bible is, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. So I hope that these words encourage you to not be afraid, for the Lord has not given you a spirit of fear, timidity, or cowardice, but instead He gave you the spirit of power, love, self-control, or self-discipline. So I hope these words carry you through the rest of the week. Whatever it is that you're facing, trust that the Lord will carry you through it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You have the Spirit of Christ, the spirit of confidence, the spirit of courage. Don't be afraid. We'll catch you on the next one. Dintanda nonke makaya. Bye bye in Vietnam.